Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a really good start to their spring. I hope you're having spring weather wherever you are. Today I have another empties and declutters video for you. This is the start of hopefully a lot of videos to come out in April. And yeah, if you're new here, I would love if you would consider subscribing. On this channel, I do tend to focus on anything that brings me happiness, mostly organization, decluttering, a little bit of minimalism, some perfume reviews, some makeup, skincare, self-care, and sometimes a little bit of self-help kind of stuff too. So if that sounds like your jam, if you like relaxing videos, if you like just drinking coffee and chatting about similar things, if these topics interest you, I would love if you consider subscribing. You can also feel free to head over and follow me on Instagram. And with that out of the way, let's get started in today's empties and declutters. All right, guys, good morning. I feel out of practice. I haven't filmed in at least a week, and I think maybe it's only been a week, but to me a week feels like a month when I don't make content. And yeah, I feel kind of out of practice. And yeah, it's a beautiful day though. The sun is up. It finally feels like spring might be here. We still have like winter weather right now. There's still a little bit of snow on the ground. It's pretty cold, but I think things are starting to finally warm up, and it's really nice that the sun is up and my room is nice and bright and I can film at like 8:30 in the morning or 8 in the morning. It's really, really nice. I have missed these days. I'm really badly affected by winter weather on top of struggling with PMDD. So winter sucks for me in so many ways. And I'll just preface this because I know a lot of you guys follow me on Instagram. And if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you will have seen me post a lot lately about my struggles with PMDD, which, if you guys aren't aware, is basically a really serious form of PMS. It's like PMS on steroids. And I have recently been going through a few things and trying a few things to combat it and to get it under control, because for the last 3 months, it's been really, really bad. And I finally got to a point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I cannot. I need to do something. I need to go on something. So if you guys want me to make a video about that, let me know and I will. I actually started one and then I didn't finish it because it was such a negative thing to talk about. And now that I'm feeling better, I don't really feel like going back to that dark place and like focusing on it again, because I spent so much time already focusing on it for the last like 2 or 3 weeks. It's been hell, to be honest. But everything is better now. And I have a lot of videos I want to make for you guys. Like, I've had so many videos I've wanted to do, but I just did not have the energy or the motivation to do it. Now I do. And so today we're going to get started with a empties and declutter. It's not going to be a really, really exciting one. I've got a couple of repetitive products, but I guess that's a good thing because that means we're consistent and it means we like the things that we use. And I always enjoy seeing what people are using and repurchasing and bringing into their lives. How am I doing on my low buy, no buy? Pretty good. However, I still have not found a replacement for my Krispy Kreme coffee K-Cups. I still really, really like the taste of my K-Cup coffee versus coffee grounds in the reusable. I don't know if it's because the reusable filter makes it taste different. Like, maybe it just starts to taste kind of like mildewy over time or something. Something about using the K-Cup, it just never tastes quite the same as with an actual like pod. So I do try to recycle the pods just to be more environmentally friendly. But if you guys have a suggestion for a really good coffee to put in a reusable K-Cup, please let me know because I'm still on the hunt. So today I'm still enjoying Keurig coffee, but honestly, you guys, with like what I've been dealing with the last little while, I just don't care. Like, at this point, it's like whatever makes me happy and brings me happiness, that's what we're doing, because that's what I need right now. So yeah, happy whatever day it is today. Wednesday, I think. And I'm just in my room having my coffee. We've got some empties and declutters, and let's just get on into it. All right, guys, so let's start out with a declutter. And I'm a little bit shaky this morning, so please forgive me. But this is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is a very popular product. I actually recently got this. I think I got this back in like, I want to say October, November or something like that. And I honestly, it's a really nice product, and I think it does a really good job in terms of like an eyeshadow primer. I got the lightest shade, like the lightest pinky shade, and actually though, I prefer concealer. I've gone back and forth between using this and using just concealer. And I think I told you guys that this was a really nice product, even just to have on your lids if you have nothing else on your lids. But at the end of the day, you guys, I'm such a simple creature that I couldn't be bothered to add another step into my routine. And I don't even wear eyeshadow that often anyways. So when I do, I just actually prefer to use concealer. I like the way the color looks better on my eyes. I like that it looks more natural. This is almost a little bit too like dark pink for me. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I'll probably ask my mom if she wants to try it because it's pretty much brand new, and I asked my daughter and she doesn't want it, but really nice product. But that is going to be one of our declutters today. All right, the next product is a couple of containers of collagen. So you guys can see that I'm quite loyal to my collagen use, obviously, because this is something that every single time I have an empties and declutters video, I always have lots of empties. So these are actually from the company Dose & Co. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know that for a long time I was really partial to using the Vital Proteins that comes in a blue container that you could get from Amazon. However, I recently switched to the Dose & Co. because I saw it sitting at my local Walmart and I thought it's about the same price, and if I can get it locally and don't have to have the environmental impacts of having to have it shipped from Amazon and all of that stuff. Plus, these are actually plastic-free containers, which I think is really nice as well. It also doesn't come with a scoop, so you do have to use a teaspoon to measure it out, but I haven't found that to be too big of an issue. I'm sure that some days I get a little bit more collagen in my coffee and some days I don't get quite as much, but it's not a big deal. As you guys know, I like to add collagen to my morning coffee every single morning. It's kind of like my way of adding an extra 10 to 20 grams of protein first thing in the morning, and my way of getting my oral collagen intake, and it doesn't make your coffee taste like anything. This stuff is really, really good. Actually, it's very comparable to the Vital Proteins, and in fact, I would say I almost prefer it. I'm not really sure why. The powder is like really nice and finely milled. It mixes right in instantly. So I have these two ones here. And this first one, I think this packaging is also so pretty, you guys. Like, look at the packaging of this collagen. It's just gorgeous. So this is the marine collagen. This one says it has 12 grams of collagen per serving, and it's unflavored. I like the unflavored stuff. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Totally used up. Recyclable packaging, which is nice. And this one says pure collagen, but I looked on the ingredient list, I looked on the label, everything about it, and I could not find a difference. This one says it's 20 grams of collagen per serving. So I'm not really sure what the difference is. I don't know why one of them is lavender and one of them is pink. I don't really know what the difference is, but currently I have another one of the lavender colored ones on the go. I just honestly get whatever I can find at the store, and yeah, so I currently have my third one of these on the go, and these are my two empties. Another empty, and I know this is kind of boring, but I could be showing super fancy things, but I'm just showing you guys like normal day-to-day stuff. So this is another empty mouthwash. So this is one of my favorite mouthwashes, the Crest Clean Mint. I actually like this one better. I currently have one, I always get the wrong one by accident. I currently have another one on the go, and it's the Crest Total Protection or something, and it tastes just a little bit different. I prefer the taste of this one. This is a giant, like, big container, 1.5 liter. It took a while to go through. But this is the one we keep on going to. If you guys have a favorite mouthwash, let me know. For me, it's all about like what works and what also tastes good and doesn't burn my tongue, because I have a very sensitive tongue and I can't handle when I have a mouthwash that's really, really harsh. And I also don't like the alcohol mouthwashes. So yeah, this is another mouthwash empty. It always makes me really happy when I have empties of self-care products or household items, because it makes me feel like I'm getting my use out of common household products, and it's a really, really good feeling. So next we have a couple of declutters, and these I already shared with you in a recent video that I did, a recent perfume declutter video. So I have the Armani Code Satin, the Gabrielle Essence from Chanel, and the replica coffee break from Maison Margiela travel spray. So I already explained in that video why I'm letting these go. Essentially, in a nutshell, if you didn't see that video, my perfume tastes have just been changing and evolving. I just really felt like going in a different direction with my collection, and I'm kind of just tired of these ones. The Gabrielle Essence I hadn't reached for at all last summer. I didn't reach for it pretty much a single time. The Armani Code Satin, I honestly am just kind of tired of it. It's a beautiful scent. My tastes in perfume have just been evolving and changing, and I just wanted my perfume collection to be a little bit more diverse and unique, and I'm going more in the niche direction because I'm so tired of designer houses with keeping on releasing perfumes that honestly are not that great. don't have the greatest performance a lot of the time. They keep on watering down the concentrations and changing the original scents to be something people aren't interested in. They keep reformulating things. Too many to list. I could talk about it forever. And then they keep on jacking up the price on top of it. So they keep on giving us worse and worse quality and jacking up the price. And I'm just not interested anymore. I've really lost interest in so many designer houses. Very few designer houses am I still like into. I guess like Tom Ford would be one of them. I still do love Chanel. Guerlain, I still love Guerlain, although I even heard that they reformulated Mon Guerlain, and I don't know because I haven't tried a new bottle yet. So I really hope they didn't reformulate Mon Guerlain, but anyways, I won't make this video all about perfume because you guys know I could talk forever about perfume. And then in terms of the coffee break, I just decided to declutter it because it's just not one that I reach for a lot anymore. It's really beautiful. But you know, I think I'm just kind of tired of it. I think it's had its time and its place. And I also recently discovered another coffee fragrance that I really, really like. I'll probably share that with you guys in a video coming up, but it just beats out this one for me. And I know that if I have the two of them, I'm not going to be reaching for this one. I really want to get a bottle of it and I should order it. Right now I just have a decant, but yeah, so those are my 3 perfume declutters in today's video that I already spoke about in a previous video. Next, we have another empty bottle of a supplement. I always have empties, supplement empties when I do these videos, which I guess is good because it shows I'm using up things that I like and that are good for me. Not that taking melatonin all the time is particularly good for you, but this is the melatonin 5 milligrams. I usually take 5 to 10 milligrams almost every single night just because I do tend to have some trouble sleeping, and sleep is very, very important to me. If nothing else about my day goes right, or if things are stressful or whatever, I have a lot of demands or things on my plate, at the very least, I have to make sure I'm getting good quality sleep, and I have to make sure I'm getting at least 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours, but even 8 to 9 hours is ideal. So melatonin is something I go through all the time. Another supplement empty is my coenzyme Q10. This I have not re-upped on yet. I just don't think it is a priority for me to re-up on this one. I have gone through a couple containers of this, and I got it specifically to help with just overall health and also the anti-aging benefits for the skin. But since I've gone through a couple bottles, I just haven't gone back to the store to repurchase. So this is my second or third bottle of coenzyme Q10. I probably will start taking it again. It's just not a top priority. I've just had a lot of other things on my mind lately. And the last supplement, no, second last, is my cod liver oil. I finally finished my cod liver oil. It took me forever to go through this, which it shouldn't have because it only had 180 soft gels, but it took me months to go through this, and I will be repurchasing this. I think cod liver oil is definitely one of the best things I can be taking. It's got vitamins A and D. It's extremely good for your heart. It's good for your brain. It's good for your skin, your hair, your nails. Just so many benefits to taking cod liver oil. I think the reason it took so long to go through it is because I wasn't very consistent. One day I would take 2 or 3 capsules and then I would forget to take it for a day or two. But I'm definitely going to be re-upping on the cod liver oil. I think it's one of the supplements that's actually worth it for sure. The next empty is a little bit more exciting. It's a skincare product, and this is the Sunday Riley Ice Ceramide Moisturizing Cream. And you guys know, if you watch my channel, oh, there's even a tiny bit left in there. Must have just consolidated from sitting in the container. Wow, this stuff smells so good. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel, that this is my all-time favorite face cream. And even though I've tried a few other face creams since trying this one, I've tried La Mer, which is very good. And also I really like the Pharmacy Honey Halo. This one, you guys, still is my favorite. If I could only use one moisturizer for the rest of my life, it would be the Sunday Riley Ice Ceramide Moisturizing Cream. This would be the one if I could only choose one forever and ever and ever. It plumps my skin up so nice. It's super hydrating. It's super nourishing. It makes my skin have that glowy, plump, almost glazed donut effect, but not greasy. Just really, really nourished and moisturized. I love the way it smells. I love the way it feels going on. It has a very luxurious, elegant using experience. Yeah, it's a very cosmetically elegant product, and I just love it. So I have another one already on the go. It's brand new and full, and I absolutely love it. And I think this will continue to be a repurchase. I think it's going to be really, really hard to find a lotion for my face that I like better than the ice. All right, and this is my last supplement. This is CB2, is the brand name, and it is hemp seed oil. So this is not CBD or anything like that. It doesn't have any active, like there's no THC or anything in here or CBD, so it's not like that kind of supplement. I actually thought that it was CBD when I got it, but it turns out it wasn't. And the reason I got this, I ordered this back in December because I was having a lot of increased anxiety and trouble sleeping and feeling like just struggling a little bit with my PMDD. And at the time, I didn't realize that it would end up getting as bad as it did. It actually kept just getting worse and worse and culminated into like almost a complete meltdown over the last month or two. But so I got this back in December to help me sleep and to help with anxiety. And I thought it was helping me sleep, but it turns out it wasn't, because if I took this without my melatonin, I still had a hard time sleeping. So I went through this entire container. Actually, no, sorry. There's like 4 gel capsules left. I didn't even finish this container, but I got this from Amazon. It was really highly rated, and people said it really helped with anxiety and helped them sleep and all this stuff. Honestly, it pretty much did nothing for me. I used up the whole thing because I wanted to give it a solid like chance. And yeah, like I say, I did an experiment where I used only this for one night and I used just the melatonin, and I still had a hard time sleeping with this. So this turned out to be a fail for me. I thought I would share it with you guys though, because I know that a lot of you guys out there also have a hard time sleeping or struggle with PMDD or anxiety. This did nothing for me. So right now I don't actually need anything. I am on a really good regimen, and I'm actually taking a medication that's really been helping. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but this did nothing. So if you guys were interested in trying this for anxiety, if you saw it on Amazon or you heard good reviews, in my experience, it didn't really do a lot. Okay, and my last empty in today's video, like I said, not a really long video, but this is sunscreen. So this is the Coppertone Pure and Simple for Face SPF 50, and they have changed the packaging of the sunscreen, but this has been like a favorite for me, you guys, for such a long time. I also use the Coppertone Pure and Simple Baby SPF 50, and I have also been enjoying the Australian Blue Lizard for Face SPF 50 for sensitive skin, and then I also still like my Dermatology sunscreen, but this sunscreen I have been going back to over and over and over. I've been using it consistently for like at least 1 to 2 years. Coppertone has been around forever, and it's probably the oldest and best known name in terms of sun protection. And what I love about this sunscreen is it makes my skin, it's very emollient, very hydrating, very nourishing. It's 100% mineral, doesn't burn the eyes. It does leave a little bit of a subtle white cast on the skin, but for me, it's almost like a brightening effect. Like when I put this on my face, it's almost like I applied Hollywood Flawless Filter all over my face because it gives my skin that like healthy, dewy glow. People always compliment me on my skin when I wear this, you guys. People in the drive-thru, like I've literally gone through the Tim Hortons drive-thru to get a coffee, and the girl was like, "Oh my gosh, your skin looks amazing. What moisturizer are you using?" And I was like, "I literally just have sunscreen." And she made me write it down for her. Like I said, they changed the packaging, and I don't think they changed the formula. A lot of times, you guys, I pretty much just use sunscreen and mascara, and a lot of times I don't even wear mascara, just if I'm like at home for the day and my day consists of cleaning the house, doing errands, looking after the dog, taking the dog to the park, looking after my daughter, doing things like that. I oftentimes will not even put on makeup. I just literally wear sunscreen, and that is it. So yeah, so these are 2 empties, and I'm sure that there will be many more of these in the future. Who's a good boy, Ivor? Who's a good boy? What do you have on your face? Thank you. Thank you. Who's a good dog, huh? Who's a good doggy? Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. He's such a good doggy. Who's a big mean doggy? Where's your toy? This is Ivar's oldest puppy toy. This is the very first toy I ever bought him when we first got him home. And he still loves it, and he still squeaks it all the time. And it looks ridiculous because he's like, looks like a big mean dog. By the way, he's only 6 months, you guys, and he's huge. He's only 6 months and he's a big boy, so he's going to be a very big boy. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I am getting rid of and what I have used up. To me, it's always such a sense of happiness and satisfaction when I see that I am getting use out of my products. I absolutely love having empties. It makes me feel like I'm getting my money's worth, and it makes me feel accomplished as opposed to trying new things or throwing things away without having gotten much use out of them. So it's always really, really nice, even if they're a little bit repetitive. So thanks so much for being here with me today, guys, and I'll see you all very soon in my next one. Bye for now.